First opened back in 2008. There's a look at Lucas Oil Stadium here in downtown Indy. Just as we were ready for air, it was the Colts emerging from the locker room to great fanfare here in Indy. They're ready to go as the Colts get set to match up with the Jacksonville Jaguars.
Kickoff for Jacksonville.
Here we go. The final week of the NFL season. Week 17 is underway. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Marlon Mack, his first carry of the game. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out by a few inches. That'll be a first down.
At the 35-yard line.
On the ground, it's Mack. And he'll get this up to about the 38-yard line.
The ball carrier.
Big Al Woods there to make the tackle.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Rivers with a throw complete to Hilton. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 42. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
And at the 42-yard line.
So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Here's a throw out wide complete to his running back right side. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
On 2nd down now, it's Mack. And he gets it down to the 32.
Well, we always talk about good down and distance, allowing offenses to expand their playbook. Well, 2nd and 2, that means your playbook's wide open. You can run just about anything. But a lot of times, the play caller, he just looks down at his sheet, sees the short yardage runs, and goes to one of those.
Naeem Hines, his first carry. And he stopped immediately there.
The ball carrier.
No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. Nice job there defensively to clamp down because really they've been on their heels this drive.
Agreed, and they really needed that one for confidence, just to feel a little bit better. But I don't know if I would be daunted by them stopping me on one run. This drive has gone pretty well. I could come right back at them.
And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think.
And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. Josh Allen in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. Out is Rigoberto Sanchez on 4th down to punt this thing. Back deep for the Jags, D.D. Westbrook. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. Had a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
They will get 4 yards here on the first down run, and that'll make it 2nd and 6.
He was brought down by...
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
They'll come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24. A handoff as they run the counter play. Takes this to the 27. Give him 4 yards.
28.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or he can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
And unable to connect. If he had caught it, it would have been a first down. Instead, it's fourth. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And that one hits at the 7, but bounds into the end zone, and that'll be a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And as these guys interplay in Week 17, we know one thing. They are playoff bound, but they want to win that division title. They told us that is a goal that's been posted in their locker room since day one. They've got the chance to control their own destiny.
And there's nothing more powerful than saying that you won the division, because I know from building a team, when I talk with all the GMs and the player personnel directors, they always talk about to get to the playoffs in the NFL, you have to have a team that's constructed to win your division. Beat those teams first. That's your number one path to getting there, and they can get that done in this game.
And he makes it all the way down to the 31. A big play there for Indy. 47 yards.
31-yard line.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Rivers now. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And he's got his man. It's Hilton for the Colts touchdown. T.Y. Hilton hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Colts are going to take a first-quarter lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 7-0.
Rodrigo Blankenship.
So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And the magnitude of this game, everybody knows it. The fans, obviously the players and coaches. There's just, the Colts are going to get him. Down he goes. DeForest Buckner in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year.
Tremendous read and reaction by the defensive tackle. And frankly, partner, it's not that often the DTs have that type of easy access back to the quarterback. Never bought the play-action fade.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And just not a ton of room to work with. He'll get it to the 15 for a gain of 2.
The 15-yard line. A 2-yard gain on the play. And it's 3rd down.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Colts 7, Jaguars nothing.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. From the gun is Eason. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Xavier Rhodes with a pick. And he will bring this down inside the 10 to the 8-yard line. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw, because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
Suddenly, it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. That's going to go as a loss of 6, and it'll set them back for 2nd down.
This defense has really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
Again, it'll be Mack. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. It'll go as no gain on the play, and now they're looking at a 3rd and goal.
Brings up 3rd.
What a stand this would be if they can get the stop here. 3rd and goal. From the gun, Rivers. Jackson goes past defense, hold serve, 4th down.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
Blankenship's kick is good. And the lead moves to 10-zip. The bottom line, tremendous starting field position, really squandered there as they wind up going backwards and then come up with just 3.
Well, getting the 3 turned out to be important. I can imagine the head coach when he ordered the field goal. Please salvage something out of this drive. That was not fun to watch.
The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They find themselves down 10-0 early after the interception on their opening drive led to a field goal.
So now they've got to pick up the mantle a little bit. You mentioned the team's down 10. They've helped contribute to that. How are they going to get their team back into this ball game? Run the offense that you think is going to be effective and execute it at a high level.
Xavier Rhodes on the coverage.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. To throw again. Eason. A throw for Westbrook, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Anthony Walker. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Colts TD. So a dangerous pass over the middle into zone coverage, and it bit him hard.
And what's really difficult when you throw it in that direction and versus that zone, that means the linebackers have gotten to their spot, gotten their heads back around, and they can see the quarterback and everything in front of them. And they took big advantage of it, went the other direction, had some blocking, and picked up a touchdown.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, we were having a tough patch. This too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. Able to force him out of the pocket right, but still able to complete it. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A gain there of 21 yards.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a 1st down.
And he'll give it here to his running back. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8 at their 48-yard line.
Eason going to throw it out of the shotgun. And he'll get this underneath to Thompson. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46.
Oh, I came to my feet on that one. I thought he was getting close to breaking that one big, but in the end, give some credit to the defense, finding a way to get to him and forcing a 3rd down.
And they'll run the option on 3rd and short yardage. And on the pitch, the ball's loose. Past the 20. But he will finally be taken down, but not before he gets it to the Colts 9. We always hear a lot of veterans on the defensive side of the football. They talk about smelling blood in the water, putting pressure on a rookie. They got to him there to force it free, but couldn't recover it.
And you mentioned the pressure. Rookie quarterback, you're going to bring more pressure at him at all times because you don't know how he's going to hurt.
And that ball is caught by DJ Chark for the Jags touchdown.
17, DJ Chark.
DJ Chark with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Jaguars get a score closer. And it's 17-7.
Good. Makes the score Colts 17, Jaguars 7.
And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away.
The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
This will go for 5 up to the 33.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
Rivers on 3rd and 2. Looking deep for Hilton. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by the rookie from Florida, C.J. Henderson. And they will take over at the 26-yard line. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
It's another zone defense. It looks like it's open for possibilities, but they did a nice job patrolling the middle of the field and forcing an incompletion.
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Eason. And incomplete.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Operating from the gun. Eason. And that will be incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent. And that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
He'll return it from the 6. 62 yards on the punt that time. Wow. And the Colts are going to take over, albeit deep in their own territory. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. That pass play wound up for negative yardage, so here's 2nd and 11. Working out of the gun, Rivers. That's into the hands of Pascal. They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down. Now the Jags will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. They'll try and run for this with Mack. And some space here. A big seam, and he might go all the way. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Nolan Mack, 79 yards. And the Colts add on to their lead. Well, he only needed 2 yards. It was 3rd and 2, but he found a way to make the Red Sea part.
And remember, it's 3rd and 2. In the NFL, that's not automatically a running down. Most of the time, it's a passing play. So in this case, now they're probably loosened up just a little bit, thinking pass. They hit him with the run, and boy, did they hit him big. Is he still going? I mean, Michael, you called the touchdown, right?
That's it. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
The conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A gain of 37.
I think it's pretty safe to say that initially they had to be thinking about trying to get into field goal range. But after that shot right there, they've got to be thinking bigger right now.
And that was probably their thought offensively. If we hit this, great. Let's go for the end zone. If not, settle for a field goal. Looks like they can try to hit pay dirt. And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line. Justin Houston in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
It's second down.
Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. Man open is Keelan Cole, complete. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. That one good for 26 and a first down.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half. I like their countenance. I like the way that they're having panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
And a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
Back to the air on second down. Eason, he's going to go up top for the end zone. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Keelan Cole, the intended target. And it'll bring up third down. So back-to-back incompletions. Third down here in 10, but you're still in field goal range.
And that's the thing to keep in mind. They're in field goal range. So now you don't take any unnecessary risks, but you try and find a way to get back to what you were doing earlier in the drive in order to finish this one off.
The Jaguars now will use the last of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. This is first and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. Eason sets to throw it. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. A great play there in the final seconds of the first half. And the Jaguars make some inroads here on that deficit. It's up and good, so they claw back into it. 24-14 now.
Colts 24, Jaguars 14.
So just 8 ticks remaining here in the first half as they'll kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Final play of the half, Rivers. Going for the deep ball. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. And that's fielded on the back line of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
At their own 18-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
They'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. They go backwards there 2 yards, and 2nd and 1 is now 3rd and 3. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Now Eason. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Rookie quarterback, rookie running back. They team up there to pick up the first.
Let's give a little credit there. The offensive play caller sensed that the screen pass was available. Whenever you're getting a lot of heavy pressure towards your quarterback, that's when you're thinking about running the screen and using that pressure against the defense. And it worked very well there for a first down.
1st and 10, Eason. And he'll let this one go deep for Chark. Man, it's caught inside the 10. It's a big play for the Jaguars. 56 yards.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. From the gun, Eason. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. Chris Thompson, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Jaguars have cut it back within a score. CD, it seemed like they were so focused on the guys out wide, they forgot about him out of the backfield.
That's a really good point because you've got to communicate, and oftentimes when you start counting receivers, that's exactly what you do. You start from the widest receiver, work your way inside. Who gets lost sometimes? The back in the backfield. That's exactly what happened there.
And he got into the end zone. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Their lead down to a field goal now as they start with a 1st and 10. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. A good first down call as the screenplay gets him 9.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
On 2nd down, here's a run with Mack. 7 yards there and a first down.
Good pickup there by Marlon Mack, and he's a 1,000-yard runner in 2019 and has been very consistent in moving the ball for the Colts. Last 2 seasons, at least 8 touchdowns rushing each year.
First down, Rivers. He's got Burton here. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion and would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete. As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Staying on the ground with Mack. And he's got the first down yardage there as he takes it just across midfield. They'll get a couple yards on that one, and it'll move the chains.
The 49-yard line.
So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Rivers hands this one to Mack. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
At the 49-yard line.
They'll try to throw here. Rivers. That's complete to Hines out of the backfield. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 32-yard line. Another good reception there. The Colts on the march.
Well, they've certainly done a nice job spreading the ball around on this drive. This time he gets it out to his back, and it's another nice play and another first down. They got the defense on their heels a little bit. They're reacting instead of being aggressive and making plays.
They'll run on first down with Marlon Mack. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way that pops in the air, and sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect.
A loss of 2 yards. It's 4th down.
And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. A big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. They'll run for it with Hines. And he will have the first down across the 20 to the 19-yard line. Well, we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it, but in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. And now a pass dumped off to his running back. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. 7 yards there on the first down screen play.
And a nice gain and a broken tackle along the way. And really, we shouldn't be surprised, should we? That's what runners do, especially the best ones. They break tackles and gain extra yardage.
On second down, it's Mack. And this looks a lot like the last play. Behind the line of scrimmage, he's tackled for the 2nd straight go-around. Great job by this Jacksonville D. The Colts on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Rivers. And he's got his man. It's Hilton for the Colts touchdown. T.Y. Hilton with touchdown number 2 in the game and now 11 on the year. And the Colts are able to grow their lead. And they're able to up the lead by 1 more.
Makes the score Colts 31. Jaguars.
So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
20-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the 4th quarter. This drive becomes very critical. And he completes it to Westbrook. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield.
It's a gain of
25 yards that time.
The Jaguar first down.
Here's Eason to throw. The open man is Westbrook. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Give him back-to-back catches now. That one for 16 and another first down.
Jaguars.
Going to give this time to the tailback. And he'll take this one down to the 36.
Number 28.
A gain of 3, second down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
Well, he'd been targeted quite a bit on this drive, and finally I think the guys on the defensive side, they said no more. They slapped the double coverage on him, made it very tough for him to get the ball.
To throw on third down, Eason will catch made by James O'Shaughnessy, the tight end. And he is going to have a Jags first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Give them 22 there on the third down conversion. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. On the slant, this is Chark. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
Brings up second.
I think a lot of people ask the same question all the time. Why do we see so many slants in the red zone? Well, the windows are tighter. Everything's more condensed. It has to be quicker, and you've got to deliver the ball on.
Got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. James O'Shaughnessy, his first touchdown on the year. And the Jaguars are back within a score. And the lead is down to a field goal now.
Makes the score Colts 31, Jaguars 28.
And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Their own 25-yard line.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand new ball game. And now look at the situation. You've got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here or do you throw it?
I think you have that full conversation with your offensive unit, and you tell them, here's the situation. They've got all of their timeouts, so we are not going to play this conservatively. We've got to attack them. We've got to make them use those, gain the ground that we need in order to put this game away. If you think we're just going to run it 3 times and punt it, you got another thing coming.
Yeah, and by the way, also the 2-minute warning in play, so essentially 4 timeouts left.
They have to be aggressive here.
The Colts on third down, 3 for 7 so far in this game. This will be 3rd and 5. From the shotgun, it's Rivers. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. Charles, thinking back to what you said in the first quarter, that part of the magic elixir for a road victory for these underdogs was going to be winning the turnover battle. Well, they only have 1 right now. Look at the scoreboard.
Yeah, not exactly playing to the form that I subscribed, right? When we talk about winning that turnover battle, that evens things out, especially for a road team, especially for a team that's an underdog.
Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 14-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And you sense the tide turning. They scored, then their defense forced the punt, and now a chance to ultimately take the lead here late. And brought down, but not before reaching the 25. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down.
And the Jaguars
running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And he'll wind up getting about 6 out of that, as that's going to lead us to the 2-minute warning. So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And he'll slip his way up across the 30 to the 32.
Short gain, last 2 plays. Who do you think's excited about that?
Absolutely. This defense, they're saying go right ahead with those. On the run, it's Robinson. And some room to run now. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. A 14-yard first down pickup for the Jaguars.
Watching that run takes me back to something a famous old coach once said. Any player he wants on his team, he wants him to be agile, mobile, and most definitely hostile.
A pass there complete to Westbrook. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
Oh, no, he lost the football. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble. He's at the 40, the 20. And this defense has broken it open as they return it to the house for 6. This was a close game. They needed a little breathing room. Boy, they got it right there on that return for a touchdown.
Yeah, we would say that this could be huge. Forget it. It was huge. Gave him a comfortable lead.
And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
Colts 38, Jaguars 20.
So here's the kickoff now as he'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. And that's fielded on the back line of the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Cost him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
Their own 20-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score.
And this will be caught at the 30. And they finally do get him, but not before he reaches the 27.
Pick up on the play of 50.
Of course, remember, you need a touchdown here and a field goal.
Doesn't matter the order, but they have to get it done and get it done fast.
So that changes things in a big way. Now from all the way down inside the 30, here's 1st and 10. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by Kenny Moore. And he'll be stopped shy of the 15 at the 14-yard line on the return. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's the guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
Today's final score, Colts.
Well, I know at points in this one you wanted to close your eyes because of all the points that were being put on the scoreboard. You're a defensive guy, but it was a fun little track meet, wasn't it?
It was, and you know the people who really enjoyed this game? They're the ones that like going to batting practice at the Major League Baseball parks, right? Seeing the 14-11 game, that sort of deal. That's right up their alley with what we saw in this one.
So for Indianapolis, it's an 11th win of the year as they'll finish the regular season at 11-5. And now they'll await the final seeding for the playoffs ahead. Meanwhile, for Jacksonville, this might wind up being a tough pill to swallow as they're going to finish the season at 9-7. And they'll get their shot at playoff football as they'll be on the road next week as a wild card. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.